All right. So we're going to do breath work. We're going to do lymph flush. We're going to do all of the things. Why is that doing that? Hold on. Let's see where we are. Should be on me, and yet it is on you, and you are muted. So I don't know why. There we go. Now it's on me. Okay. Let me just set it up a little bit more. Oh, I know why. Hold on. I got to switch accounts. Just give me 1 minute. Here we go. Now. Yeah, I was in my band account and I can't edit from there, but I can from here. My band is playing this weekend upstate. All right, here we go. We're gonna do breath work. We are going to do lymph flush. We are going to move I have this weird thing going on in my back, like my middle back is a little strained. So we are going to do a lot of back stuff. And what else? I don't know. We'll do whatever we do. We're going to do all the things, some of the things. Let's start with breath. Let's just do some regular, like 6 count coherent breathing to start. You're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Settling into being in your body. 4, 5, 6. Bring it down. Not that you weren't in your body before, but bring your awareness really into participation with being in your body up. 2, inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2. Just breathing. 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So when we're coming in, a lot of stuff is going on in the world. A lot of stuff is going on in everyone's life. There's a lot of opportunity to be stressed and freaked out, angry, sad, grieving. And also, there's also opportunities to be happy, to feel love, to be excited. Like it's spring, things are blooming, it's beautiful. And just for right now, let's come into our bodies and feel what it feels like to be in our bodies as we move, as we breathe, as we work with our optimal vitality, right? That's what we're doing here. We're trying to come in for optimal vitality. And part of that is being able to like soften and crack away some of the sticky, yucky stuff and just open into, oh, a little bit of wonder of being. So let's look around, just taking in your environment, not as a to-do list, not as, oh my God, there's a dust ball and there's something I got to fix and oh, that's not folded, but really as there's an orange thing, there's Grogu, there's a bunch of plants, there's windows I can look out of, there's colors, there's shapes, there's a satyrs up there, there's paintings, there are things to see. Just taking in the colors, the shapes, the forms, the light and the shadow, and giving your brainstem the information that you are safe and that you're okay right now. And for this little while, you're just going to move for optimal health, for optimal organic body functioning and expressing. All right, so let's do some breath work with the inhale, exhale. If your tempo is different than mine, it's totally fine. Find a tempo that works for you. Let's do 12 inhale, exhales, big ones in through your nose, out through your mouth or your nose, but really trying to expand the breath, bringing it all the way down into the deep gut body or letting the diaphragm push down into the gut body. And also, after it's finished, we're going to take one extra one. Inhale, exhale. We'll take a big breath hold and we'll hold it for a little while. In the breath hold, you can engage your pelvic floor, draw in and up. There's Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha. Wait, what's the last one? Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha, or it might be the other way around. But anyway, we're going to do the bandhas. We're going to draw in and up and we're going to do the locks. total details when I'm in the flow of teaching are sometimes wrong. So don't get too attached to absolute perfection. If you know better, bravo, pat yourself on the back for knowing. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. One big one in, everything out. Inhale in and hold, drawing in and up. Outer body relaxing down and out. So we have like this torus shape of energy moving in and up, out and down. Toroidal. Exhale. Short inhale. No locks. Just imagine you're floating in that little inhale. Just float, relax like a cloud. Let it go. I'm just going to say one more thing about these locks. If it's possible, don't think of locking it up so there's no movement. Think of engaging so that there's an energetic movement, but you're not locking your body so that it's weird because they're called locks, right? But we're not locking it up. We're not locking the energy. Or sorry, we're not locking. We are engaging to draw up and to open out. So don't feel like I'm not moving anything. Micro movement can happen in there. We can be alive within that drawing up of the pelvic floor, drawing up around the diaphragm. And throat is actually not drawing up. It's holding the breath in there. All right, so let's do it again. Here we go. 12 times. One, one more. Inhale in, draw in and up without shutting down. Outer body relaxing. Hang out. Micro movement. Energy allowed. Relax inside of that. Keep the breath hold if you can. Let it go. Inhale in. No bandhas, just relaxed body. Float like a bubble. Exhale, let it go. Let it go. Couple of resting breaths, just normal breathing. Give yourself a little wiggle, enlivening your body. And last set. Here we go. Big one all the way in. Everything out. Inhale in and hold. We do not want to do this driving. We might get dizzy. We want to be seated. There is a slight danger of passing out. If you feel like dizzy, just breathe again. Exhale. Inhale, short breath hold. Spacious and floaty. Hang out. Let that go. Yeah. So we have to, we tend to be, as a society, incredibly like multitasking and like, oh, I'm just going to check my phone. I'm going to do this and that and this while we're doing something. Try to start just doing one thing at a time. Like just be in class, just move your body, just stay present with yourself, right? As opposed to this, that. Like start to bring the focus back into this moment, not going out in 10,000 directions. The 10,000 things are still going to be there when we're done. Uh, Easy twists. We'll get to lymph flush after this. Yeah, I'm like monitoring my strain in my I can really feel it's muscular and I know exactly when I did it. Like I did it in ballet class on Monday. And then I had to drive back upstate and sit in the car for 2 hours or more than 2 hours. And yeah, I kind of seized up. And then I came up and I was like, oh my God, all I can do is lay down on the bed and not move for a while. That's a very rare moment for me, laying down and not moving. So I'm trying to be really gentle, but and open it up again gently. Yeah, so I was actually fine on Tuesday and Wednesday, but then I went to pole last night and I just re engaged it a little too much last night. All right, let's do the lymph flush. So getting things moving through our body. Start with a little bounce, rubbing your hands together. Bounce, bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, trouncy. Fun, 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 fun. That is for anyone over 50, you probably know what that is. For anyone under 40, you probably don't. You might not even if you're under 50. It is the wonderful thing about tigers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of strings. They're bouncy, trouncy, fun, 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 fun. The most wonderful thing of tigers of all is I'm the only one. From Winnie the Pooh, just in case you needed to know that. Taking your right hand to the upper left clavicle, very gently moving across that, not trying to rip it up. We're trying to just get movement in there, opening up the sluice gate or the return pathway into the blood flow from the lymphatic lymph. Lymph is going to flow back in up here. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, it's a very cat day today. One of my friends we buried her 19-year-old cat, Antonio Banderas, in our backyard. He was a beautiful little black kitty who was a feral cat in New York City that she took in as a wee one, and he was always very skittish and shy. So anytime Antonio Banderas came near you and got attention, it felt like you had won the lottery. The beauty of cats. They can really make you feel good about yourself if they like you, if they bother to give you any attention. All right, let's come up to the angle of the jaw. Just gently getting that whole ridge around just underneath that lower jaw. If anything feels swollen and tender, then be very gentle with it. You don't need to dig it apart. We're not trying to get in there and like fix it. We're trying to just encourage flow. All right, coming in next to your nose, right in there. Very gentle again. So I really feel like for me, if I consistently do breath work and lymph flush, it really helps clear allergies, helps me avoid getting sick. Like it's working to clear the system, right? Instead of things building up and building up and building up, we're working to clear it out. I had really done a lot of this work, and like I had felt like I had really cleared my allergies, and then I got COVID. This was like a couple of years ago, and then it all came back, and it's like, oh, we're back where we were before. So like things can layer on, but we have to imagine we are living in fluid systems that are very capable of change if we are taking care of them, right? Eating the right stuff, moving regularly. Okay, we're gonna go around our under our cheekbones, circling around the bone, keep circling, coming up into here. So right there, a little indentation just above the nub called your tragus, and just gentle little circles in there, really gentle, really soft, moving the tissue. This one feels like this is a very good circle place for me if I really would just want to go into presence in my own self. Like this is like, oh, I slow down and tune into it, it brings me right in. So I'm right in there. Shake it out, shake it out. 10 little dragons running through the forest. As you're doing this, notice the rest of your body. Is there anything you can relax in there? Is there anything you can just soften? Sometimes when I'm working on one area, I can really notice tension in another area, and then I can go, oh, can I let that go a little bit? Can I soften? And usually I can. All right. Let's come from the back, from the nape of the neck. You're here, right around your hairline, and just draw forward and down. So I'm kind of spreading, drawing down the front to my collarbones, traveling along the pathway of my sternocleidomastoid, just inviting all that glial lymph, the lymphatic fluid that's clearing the brain, the glial cells, inviting that back down to this subclavian vein. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. A little energy work, 2 little nubs of my collarbone. I drop down. There are 2 indentations there, circles in there. Breathing, letting go. And then thymus thumb. Jerome, maybe you're out there enjoying the thymus thump with us. Move your mouth around. Free up the face experience, the personality. Right hand to your left armpit pec, gently squishing around there. So all along, like the inside of your armpit are a lot of lymph nodes. So we want to gently encourage them to not get blocked, to have movement and flow, right? Change it to the other side. We don't want stagnation in our body. We want this stuff moving around. Deep diaphragmatic breathing, movement, massage, all of that can help the lymph flush through our body. All right, let's come in. We're going to go under here. I'm just going to show you. Bottom of my ribs, right? I'm going to go from that middle point and I'm just going to pull along the edge of my ribs. Just pulling, breathing into it right there along the rib edge. I'm going to do it 3 times. So we don't want like our organs getting all gummed up. And when we move, there is like visceral massage. This isn't visceral massage. This is, well, kind of, maybe it is kind of. What I'm trying to do is get that fascia just to have a little more slide and glide. And as I'm breathing, it's really moving it. All right, shake it out, shake it out. The Sternochyli, we already did that deep diaphragmatic breathing, so we're just going to do a few pulses in there, pulsing in and up. And then coming to our inguinal fold right in the hips, mobilizing a little bit between your pubic bone and your hip bones. And again, look on the Google, look at a picture of somebody's lymph, well, like a drawing, an illustration, and then you can see where there's really dense areas of lymph nodes. Take it behind your, I can see that my camera is doing weird shit. Take it behind the eye of the knee. And then come around the front of the knee and just give yourself a little squish in there, grabbing on some of those insertions as the muscles are coming down and inserting in around your knee. So just giving your knee some love. Circles, circles, circles. I'm going to go up above the top and kind of dig my fingers in there a little. If I wake up in the night and my knees are hurting, I usually do this a whole bunch and it stops. But that's like specific for what my knees, everyone's knees are doing different things, right? Just waking up that tissue around your leg. Lots of massage in this one. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's do some stuff for your feet. Coming onto your feet, circles with your knees. So circling your knees around. It's not just your feet. We're going to be working in our hips, but let your feet really mobilize on the floor so that it's like you're rolling around the edges of your feet. Go the other way. Feel it in the rest of your body. Is there some party that's locking up? Just let it be easy, soften, gentle. Good. And then we're going to do both knees going away from each other, circling around your feet like this. And the other way. Good. And then we're going to go up, tippy toes, up and down, bend your knees over your toes and stretch. Releve, lower, bend, stretch. Up, down, bend, stretch. Straight up, lower, bend, stretch, up, down, bend, stretch, up, down, bend, stretch, up, down, bend, stretch. Let's come with our heels together, so feet are going to be not very turned out, like just a little turn out. Heels are going to stay together. You're going to press up and come down. Press up, keeping your heels together. Press up. So you kind of got to engage, draw in, keeping the heels together. Good. And then we're going to go all the way, and you can turn your feet out just a little bit more or not. Press all the way up and come back down. Press up. Think of the heels drawing together to come down. Press up, head through the ceiling, up and down, up, down, up, no bend in the knees, strong legs, down, high up on your feet, down, up, rotating through the whole spiral of the leg from your hips down to your baby toe. 2 more, up, down, and up and down. Come into parallel, and let's do 10 up and down, straight legs up and down. 1. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to stay even between both legs. 7, 8, 9. Hello quads, not quads, hello calves. Actually, I feel my calves and I also feel my deep hamstrings in there. Shake it out, shake it out. All of this to help us balance. We're going to bring our legs together. You're going to turn out, turn in, turn out, turn in, turn out, turn in. Bring it back. Heel, toe, all the way in. Other side. Turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out. Turn it, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Bring it in. Turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in. Nice spiral moving up your body. Bring it back. Waking up those feet, getting that internal rotation, internal and external rotation in your leg. Great for the tissue of your leg. Good. And just shake it out. We're going to take it down to the floor. Coming all the way onto your back on the floor. Oh, we're just gonna roll from side to side. I'm gonna do it with my knees in for right now. Rolling onto one side, rolling onto the other. Relaxing into the floor as much as you can. Pouring yourself across. So softening up the fascia in your back, and there's a lot of it. The fascia really helps support us, like the big things like our IT band. There's big, huge swaths of fascia coming down here, right? If we didn't have that really dense, fibrous, like almost like packing tape style fascia, it would be really hard for us to stand up, to hold our bodies up. So not just the bones keeping us vertical, it's the bones interwoven with the biomorphic tensegrity of the fascia. Biomorphic, it's capable of changing. Right, and I'm going to start to open up through the middle, opening and closing, relaxing your neck and shoulders, massaging through your back, opening and closing with the legs. Getting the big inner thigh stretch as you roll across your back. Ah, so for me, this this is really about letting go and softening and melting. But as I'm opening the front, oh, I can kind of actually relax the back body as I'm opening the front, right? As I'm getting that stretch. It may be different for you. You might want to stay with more bent knees, but this is somehow doing something that my body really needs. Oh, yeah, I went to pole yesterday and I guess I just wasn't quite warmed up enough when we started doing our things, but it wasn't the exercises that the teacher was giving. I was kind of on my own path at that point. She was teaching a lot of really basic stuff, and I was like, I just need to do some other things. And then I got myself into this little twingy experience. All right, hands down by your feet, press your pelvis up. Let's inch our heels and toes towards each other. So toes, heel, and then open out. Toes, heel, toes as wide as you can. Toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel. So we're inching open, and then we're inching closed. Trying to keep the pelvis up as we do that. Feet are like what we were doing standing, but now they're both doing it. And it's probably not going to be as big. Your socks might be getting all messed up. Good. Coming into center, gentle circles with your pelvis. Change direction. So sometimes people think that because somebody moves a lot, like because their job is movement, that everything is perfect all the time. Like you're injured, and it's kind of the opposite. It's like if movement is your job, there's a pretty good likelihood that you're going to get injured fairly regularly. But we find ways to keep moving, not huge injuries that stop you, but injuries that make you have to be much more aware and mindful of how you are moving. So yeah, I was telling, because I still have that tailbone thing. I went to see an acupuncturist. A neighbor of mine is an acupuncturist yesterday, which really helped. I think it's going to be the key. But I was talking to one of my friends and they're like, "You have a tailbone injury?" I'm like, "Yeah, why are you surprised at that?" But you, I'm like, "Yes, me." So yeah, things happen. That's it. But it doesn't stop me. I'm not that, oh, I'm never going to move again. It's more like, okay, now how do I work with that? Inhale, open. Exhale, up. I mean, sometimes it stops me. I might need to pause or have a day off or something like that, or a couple of days off. But usually there are other ways that I can move. Like it's not everything needs to stop. It's like, no, what can I do right now? What can I not do? Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch it down. Deep breath. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. 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 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Drop it down. Turn your head from side to side. Yeah. And like with this injury that I got on Monday, the back strain, I had already had a very full day of moving. And teaching a ballet class at the end of that day was just too much, right? But I did it because because it's my job, and I wanted to. And so, yeah, I paid the piper because I strained my back a little bit because I did too much. Rolling from side to side again, very gentle, just pouring yourself into the floor. Pour your worries away. Let go. What is the thing you're freaking out about? Just let the floor take it. Let the earth compost that worry. My parents used to say, my mom says, worry about the things that you can change, not the things that you can't change. The things that you have no control over, there's really worrying doesn't help the situation. Oh, but acceptance is where you want to go with that. Well, let's see what happens. And then maybe it's going to be horrible, maybe it's going to be okay, but I won't know until it actually happens. Let's just do the knees. So a gentle, easy spiral. Side to side, slow, easy. You can open through the middle. And some like sometimes we make the choice, right? I know that this is gonna tax me a little bit, like it's gonna tax my system, or yeah, I know that working with this person on a show is gonna make me insane, but they're really good, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, sometimes we do things, we make choices where we know that it's gonna be tough for us, but that's growth, that's life. Let's take it knees dropping to one side. We're going to do an arm circle. This is an actual Bartenieff fundamental from the Laban Bartenieff system. Irmgard Bartenieff made this, or whatever. Circles with your arms, circling around, looking into the palm of your hand. Breathe, open. Imagine that you're painting this big, beautiful circle with your hand and arm. Energy moving through your whole body as you're making the arm circle. I am looking towards the palm of my hand and maintaining that hand palm connection the whole way around. My elbow is soft. This is so that I can keep this nice gradated rotation through my rotator cuff. Go the other way, opening it up. And I'm not like locking out my elbow. I've got more sort of a ballet arm, ballet hands, circling around. Breathe, open. Ah. Optimal, functional, mobile. And it's sometimes that when we have injuries that we really learn what things feel like, right? Like, or if we're sore from moving, from exercising, take it back to center, drop your knees gently to the other side. Pelvis is dropped down, but it's still open. Like I am not all the way over. My one foot is behind the other foot, my top foot behind the other foot, circling around. Look into the palm of your hand. Rib cage, lungs, and heart, getting this nice movement and massage as we're circling around. Diaphragm, gut body, right? We're in a different relationship to gravity. We're moving our body in a very three-dimensional way. And then change direction, go the other way. Big circles, looking towards the palm of your hand. Elbow is soft. Energy moving through your body. Your scapula sliding around on the back body. Your collarbone moving with the arm, right? There's a nice scapula-humeral rhythm movement, or is it humeral scapula rhythm? I think it's scapula-humeral rhythm. The movement of these things working together. Good. Bring it back. We're going to roll it over, coming onto hands and knees. Cat-cow with the toes curled under in the arch, and then push, scoop your belly in around your spine. Curling your toes under. Reach your sit bones to your heels. Bend your elbows slightly, chest moving forward, and then push, curl, and round. Arch and curl. Arch and curl. Arch and curl. Come in and let's circle your head and your tail. Maybe it's just your head, maybe it's just your tail, maybe it's both. And then go the other way. Good. And then you're going to send a wave from your tail to your head. Doesn't have to be big. Little ripple through your spine. And then the other way, head to tail. And let's take it into a forearm plank. Reach your legs out, pushing forward and backward. Head to heels. And then drop your pelvis down. Head down to the floor. We're going to do a baby cobra, no hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Baby cobra, head circle. Hands are connected to the floor. You're only going as far as feels good in your body. Just going to do 3 in one direction and then go the other way. And then pressing up. If you want to bend your knees, go for it. Up and down a few times. And take it back into a child's pose. Breathe, soften, and melt. Let go. Yeah, so I think part of the reason I had this injury, I had been in a course, a workshop with Mary Abrams, which was amazing. And it was all like, it was 5 hours of like, it didn't have to be intense movement, but there was a fair amount of movement in it. And then I had a client and I was working a lot with micro movement in the spine and different relationships to gravity. So I was really open. And then I went into this ballet class, my ballet class I taught, which was really engaged. And I feel like I didn't have the time for my spine to just readjust to receive the work I had done in the micro movement session with my client, because we were both moving a lot, before jamming along into the ballet class. And since I was so open and available and hadn't like integrated that movement, my body was more, this is my theory, I could be wrong, but my body was, it needed time to process before going into something so intense. So that's the thing, just to say, like, if you do really soft, gentle stuff, it doesn't mean that now you're ready to go do really hard things. You might be, but you might also need some time to integrate what you just did. Let's take the opposite arm to leg. Out, bring it in, reach it out, and come down. Out, in, out, down. Out, in, out, 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 out, in, out. Taking your elbows down to the floor, one leg out, kicking the ceiling, going 1, 2, right behind you, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming in, child's pose, let go, melt and soften. A little bit of freedom, wiggling from side to side. And take it back and come up. The other thing, and this is probably the reality of it, I just did too much, right? Like, and I knew it was too much. But sometimes you do too much. That's the nature of life. Let's take it down into a child's pose. And how do you find out it's too much? By doing too much, right? Or you can know something, but it's like, well, I mean, I could have given the class and I could have not done it and just told everybody what to do. Oh, hold on. The battery on this thing. I'm gonna mute because I know I'm killing everybody. I think the battery on my smoke detector has died and now it's just going off all the time. Let's do some push-ups. Let's do some push-ups. I'm gonna do tricep push-ups with my knees on the floor. Here we go. Going 1. Oh, damn it. All right, I hope you did all your push-ups. Let's just do a couple more things and then we'll be done. So yeah, I need a new Duracell. This battery is ancient. I don't know how long it's been up there, but this thing started going off last night when I was cooking and nothing was burning. So I was like, oh, probably needs a new battery, which I do not have one of those batteries here. So I will have to do that. Taking one hand up, pressing up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it around. What I'm demonstrating right now is some imperfectionism, right? The shit's hitting the fan, things are going wrong. What do we do? We do our best. We do what we can. Press it up. I mean, that's not really the shit hitting the fan. That's just an alarm going off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it back to your first side. Bent knees, up on your elbow, feet underneath, pressing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it around to the other side. Pressing it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing it in, cross-legged position, stretching from side to side. Inner body lengthening out, energy through your central channel, opening, curling to the side. We're going to go the whole way around, gently taking it around, changing arms. Inhale, open. I think I have some of those those heat pads that you can stick on your body. I have to look. Because if we do, I'm going to jam one of those things onto my back. Ah. And let's change legs. Non-dominant leg comes in front. I do think that the acupuncture is helping my sacrum, though, my tailbone. Side stretch, side to side. Easy and open. And then circling the whole way around again. Let's just take a quick spiral in one direction and then the other. I'm going back and forth. You could stay in the stretch or not. And then opening up. I'm just going to take it forward on this, taking it down, breathe into it. If you're tighter, bend your knees. So if you're tighter, you can just soften here. If you're looser, take it all the way down, breathe. Good, and bring it up, bring your legs together, bang them out, rotate in and out. We're gonna do this one also, just rolling across one butt cheek and then the other, massaging out piriformis, rotators, and lower back. Oh, I got cupped. I had acupuncture and cupping, which I'd never had cupping before. And then let's stand on our legs. Take your butt up to the ceiling, let your head hang down. Shake it, no. Nod, yes. Breathe. And then you're going to bend and straighten your knees. And then roll it all the way up, coming up to the top, standing on your legs. Inhale, open. Stretch it up. Exhale. Shake and bounce. Let it go. Shake it out. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Inhale, open. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All righty. Let me just come in and look at the YouTube land and see if anything is happening out there. Oh, we got one person who watched for a minute or longer, who knows. If you make it this far, you win. Yay! I'm so proud of you. You did so great. Good job. You showed up for yourself. Yay! Gotta have a little celebration. Pat yourself on the back. Yes, we did it. We were in our bodies. And TV Land viewers, if you want to buy me a coffee, there should be a little link under there in the description. You feel free to do that. There's also Patreon and something else. You can give me a one-time donation if you want to support this channel. It would be great. Or you could just like leave it on repeat run, like let the hours accrue, because I'm just only sliding backwards in hours. Gotta love YouTube. They just make it out of reach. The carrot's right there. I don't know what I'm gonna get when I get the carrot. Probably nothing. Anyway, may your day be fruitful.